Hello guys, welcome to the next video tutorial on C programming for beginners. In the last two videos we have been seeing how to use pointers in C and how we can use array pointers in C. Now in this video we will see how we can pass pointers as an argument. Give you an example. For example, we want to pass a variable as an argument to a function which is a pointer. So for example, I will write a function which will take pointer as an argument. So I can return void, which is returning nothing. And then I am passing an argument which is a pointer to this function, right? So my pointer, for example, pointer, okay. And then what I'm going to do is basically I'm assigning this, so my pointer is equal to some value, okay. So something is equal to 10,000, right? And because we are not returning anything, whenever you want to return void in C, you can just write return without returning anything, just the keyword return, and it means that you are not returning anything, but your function ends here, right? Now in order to use this get value function here in our main, for first of all we will declare a variable, for example int get, and we are not initializing it, just consider this, because we will store at the address of this variable this value, right? So let's see how we can do this. So we will just call get value function, and remember what I have said. A pointer, once again, a pointer is a variable whose value is the address of another variable, right? So this pointer is basically whenever you want to pass some variable in place of this pointer as an argument of this function, you can basically pass the address of some variable in here as an argument, right? So how we can pass the address of some variable? Address, we can pass it like this, and whenever we write this address at the front of a variable, it means the address of this variable, right? So basically you can do something like this. So just always remember this definition. A pointer is a variable whose value is the address of another variable. So this is a pointer. So in place of this pointer, we can pass the address of another variable, right? And then what we will do here is print f the value, so the value of get value, right? So the magic begins here. So the value of get value is equal to percentage %d and comma and then this value, right? This is the magic of pointer. So you can assign some value to the address like this, and you can access this value at the address like this. Okay, and here you are not even returning anything, but this address. So it's, I mean, for the first time when I have seen something like this, it looked like a magic to me. Now the next thing is, I have told you when I have shown you how to use arrays as an argument of a function, and at that time I have told you that you can also pass pointers as an array arguments, right? So let's take another example. Okay, so I will delete all this, and how we can pass pointer array as an argument of a function. So for example, I will take the same example, that we are going to return integer value, and we want to know the sum of every element of an array. For example, int my array, and this array contains, for example, 4 variables, and these 4 variables can be anything. So you can assign, for example, 10 comma 20 comma 30 comma 40. Okay, and we want to get the sum of each of the elements, 10 plus 20 plus 30 plus 40 basically, and then we want to get the results. We will make a function which returns integer, and then we can say get sum. It takes array as an argument, but I have shown you can pass array in 3 ways to a function as an argument. One is like int my, or array val like this, or you can just define the size of the array, or third way is you can just pass array like this as a pointer, right? And in this example we are going to just do the same. So we are passing this pointer array, and then we will also define the size, for example. So int size, and we will then just use this array to get the sum. So we'll just write for, but first of all let's declare a variable which will contain the sum. Sum is equal to 0, and then for, inside this for loop we will write int I is equal to 0, and I should be less than, so we pass, so this size is the size of the array, and in our case this size will be 4, right? Semicolon I plus plus, and then we will just make a sum like sum plus is equal to, if you remember I have given this example when we have seen how to pass arrays to a function, right, is equal to, and then we can just take the array, and then at every index of this array we are just summing this, so as we are just adding it to the sum, right? And once we have all the sum, we will just return sum. Okay, this should be a return. Okay, now we are passing this array, we are going to pass this array as a pointer, right? So we will call this function get sum, and in here we will also declare a variable int my sum, for example, and is equal to, because this will return, this function get sum will return the sum of the array which we will pass as an argument. You can just store it into this variable. So I will pass this my array as a first argument, and the second argument is the size of the array, which is 4, you can see here, and then we are going to print the value of my sum, printf and the value of my sum is equal to %d, right? And let's see the what is the value of my sum, and basically let's try to run the program and let's see if it matches the answer. Run the program, and it gives this, my sum is 100. So 10 plus 20 is 30, 30 plus 30 is 60, 60 plus 40 is 100. So our sum is correct, right? You can just increase the value of element in the array, for example 5, 50, and the size will be now 5 here, and run the program, and basically you got the answer 150, right? So in this way also you can pass array to a function as a pointer. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please rate, comment and subscribe, and bye for now.